I'm Tatiana West, and welcome back to HSMC News. Leaders of both sides of Korea came together in a historic overnight meeting. North and South Korea agreed to work towards denuclearizing the Korean peninsula and declaring a formal end to the Korean War by the end of this year. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in raised their arms in a show of unity. They promised to pursue peace, but left many details for later talks. This is a great step towards the peace and unity that will bring about change in this previously divided nation. After searching for more than 40 years, authorities say an ex-cop is a suspected Golden State Killer. By late afternoon on Thursday, officials at the Sacramento District Attorney's Office were delving further into how exactly they traced the man they accused of committing more than 50 rapes and 12 murders. The suspect, Joseph James D'Angelo, 72, was arrested by police this week. Investigators, it turned out, had used DNA from crime scenes that had been stored over the decades and plugged into the genetic profile of the suspected assailant into an online genealogy database. Eventually, they traced the DNA to the suspect's front door. GED Match founder Curtis Rogers told the Associated Press on Friday he was concerned that law enforcement had used his site without notice.
HSMC teachers Ms. Lisa, Ms. Ramirez, and Catholic Charities Mr. Rosa work with the senior participation and government classes to petition the MTA to open both front and rear-facing doors on the elevators at 191st Street, St. Nicholas, with the support of local politicians Marisol Alcantara, Carmen de la Rosa, and Idanis Rodriguez. Students were able to successfully advocate for Washington Heights MTA commuters. You can now enter and exit through both the front-facing doors and the rear-facing doors. Hello and welcome. I'm here with Ms. Ramirez, one of the people who were involved in the MTA project. Ms. Ramirez, tell us, how does it feel to finally accomplish this?
It was a privilege to be able to work with Juan Rosa from Catholic Charities and Miss Lisa, my co-teacher, and to be part of the planning of this project where the students were activists. So the students, they really took the lead in a lot of this work. We just laid out the framework for them, and they developed polling questions. We had Jaylene then to create an online petition on change.org. So it was really a time for them to get involved in the community and know who's who in the community that was also able to ally with them to make sure that this door gets open.
And who are the people who would benefit from this?
Anybody that rides the MTA at 191st Street, anybody that works in the area, all the vendors, students, anybody that works around here. So in essence, anybody that rides the subway that gets on or off at 191st Street is definitely benefiting from that second elevator door opening.
It was a pleasure having you, Ms. Ramirez, and thank you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you, Anna. It was my pleasure to be here with you today. And I just want to let all the students know that this is your community, your voice matters, and get involved in issues, and you will be able to take it to whoever's responsible and resolve those issues in your community.
For this week's entertainment, we are introducing a new anime review section, the anime and the manga, One Piece.
It is about a pirate named Monkey D. Luffy who was inspired by Goldie Roger, the king of the pirates, to form his own crew, known as the Mugiwaras.
Roger's dying words drove countless souls to the sea. His words lured men to the Grand Line in pursuit of dreams greater than they ever dared to imagine.
This is the time known as the Great Pirate Era.
Now, folks,
We want to know your opinion.
do you want the review about the anime?
Or about the manga. We'll send an email to the students so they can have a chance to vote for what they want. Bye, Nakamas! In a short movie report, Avengers: Infinity War came out last Friday. the movie with a $220 million budget is giving a lot to talk about, but we'll let that to you guys. We hope the Marvel fans enjoy this movie.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good. Wow.
This week we are starting a new book in our English classes after reading the terrifying narrative about the Holocaust, Night by Elie Wiesel. The newest piece of literature we're going to start is Siddhartha, a novel by Hermann Hesse that deals with the spiritual journey of self-discovery of a man named Siddhartha during the time of Gautama Buddha. The book, Hesse's night novel, was written in German in a simple lyrical style. In this book, the Buddha is referred to as Gautama. I hope we all enjoy and get wisdom and knowledge from the reading and analysis of this book. See you next week's book report.
So many words, so little time. Hi, I'm Anna Maid, and it's time for George Washington's Academic Word of the Week. This week's vocabulary words are analyze and explain, or in Spanish, analizar y traducir. To analyze means discover or reveal something through detailed explanation. To explain means to make an idea, situation, or problem clear to someone in more detail. Las palabras de esta semana son analizar y explicar. Analizar significa describir o revelar algo mediante un examen detallado. Explicar significa describir algo detalladamente.
Hey, here's a curious fact. The famous artist Picasso had a few names that most people don't know. His complete name is Pablo Diego José Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno María de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
And if you don't know, now you know, folks.
George Washington seniors, be sure to celebrate your college acceptance decisions with the Student Success Center on Thursday, May 3rd. All students are invited to participate with the exciting activities like taking pictures in the photo booth and pennant decorating. There will be cake. The fun will take place in the cafeteria during all lunch periods. Please come.
This is the calendar of this week. Please support our team.
Now for this week's weather.
Lower 57, higher 87.
It's gonna be hot, so get ready.
Yay!
In the spirit of National Poetry Month, I'd like to share an original piece I wrote. Does time really heal all wounds? Can grief be assuaged just by the tick of a clock? Does my morning really stop at the flip of a calendar? Can I really move on from my pain as day turns to night? Does the crying really stop as the years change? Can your memory slip from my mind with the blink of an eye? Does the sound of your voice fade when spring comes and leaves winter behind? Can I trust myself enough to let time do the work? Or do I just let my wounds bleed? My answer? Neither. All we can do is live in the now. That's the HSMC news this week. I'm Tatiana West. Hoping your news is good news. Please follow us on social media and tune in next week. Bye!